You ever get the feeling that facts don't matter anymore? That the truth is something that they think they can fire, rewrite, or decorate in gold? Because this week, they tried all freaking three. I'm Christi Chanelle, and this is Sassy Politics. Welcome to Sassy Politics. I'm Christi Chanelle, and today's episode is a wake-up call. We're diving into everything from the firing of the nation's top job statistician to Trump's golden throne room. Let's go. Let's start with the jobs report, because numbers don't lie. But apparently, if they make Trump look bad, they get fired. On August 1st, 2025, President Trump fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, right after a rough July report showed only 73,000 jobs added and unemployment ticking up to 4.2%. Now, instead of addressing inflation or asking what's driving wage stagnation, he pointed at the data and said, "Fake." Then he fired the messenger. His advisor, Kevin Hassett, defended the move by saying Trump wants his own people at the BLS. And that's the problem. These are supposed to be nonpartisan government offices, not propaganda teams. You can't just plug in your own cheerleaders and expect us to trust the scoreboard. That's not how this works. That's not how democracy works. And here's why it matters. If we can't trust government data, if our own job numbers, inflation rates, and poverty stats are filtered through MAGA PR, then we're not living in an informed democracy. We're living in a scripted lie. And I need you to really understand that. I don't know that I will ever believe another report that comes out from the Trump regime. I feel like we're at a crossroads. Right now, we can totally see truth versus brainwashing. I don't know that we'll be able to do that 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, because he's paying and defunding everyone that surrounds him to tell us what they want us to think, regardless if it's truth or not. And I really want you to sit with that. And if you take anything away from this episode, I need you to take that. Really, really think about it. This is a problem. And you can sit there and try to argue with me that she was hired by Biden and therefore you can't trust her numbers, that she was inflating them. Prove it to me. Don't just fire someone because you don't like the numbers. Prove it to me. Prove it to all of us. Show us that she was wrong. They don't do that. They just let you go. They just tear you down. They do everything but actually show you reasoning and facts. That's a problem. Everything they're saying is propaganda with no factual basis behind it. We need to start demanding facts. Don't just take them for their word. It's not working anymore. If we don't demand the truth and the facts, we're never, ever going to get them. Trump tried to get the Smithsonian to quietly remove his 2 impeachments from their historical exhibit. He literally wanted to erase them, like they never happened. But after public backlash, they announced the exhibits will be reinstalled within weeks. That's another one. He's trying to erase history, how it happened, to whatever he wants people in the future to believe. The people that aren't here with us right now. He wants to change history. He wants to change current events, and he wants to change the future. That's the theme here. Erase what makes him look weak. Silence what can't be controlled. Defund what won't obey. Let's talk about that too. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which funds PBS and NPR, is now under attack. Trump wants to cut it completely because PBS and NPR can't be bought like CBS or Fox. He won. They're shutting down. They're shutting down, and they're funded by us. They're funded by us, and I'm seeing people like Sid Miller, someone that was elected into the agricultural lane. I don't know exactly what he does, but someone that was publicly elected coming out and saying that PBS is woke. And then you have people in the comments going, yes, defund them. They should be able to stand on their own. They don't... Blah, blah, blah. What is wrong with people? This was created in 1968 to help people. People that don't have a lot of money. They used it for national warning systems. They used it for information to help people that couldn't afford cable hear the information. I myself was at my dad's and mom's shoe store. I'd be in the back while they were waiting on customers in the front. We had this black and white TV with antennas and tinfoil on the ends. And I would watch public broadcasting. Some of the best memories that I had of Big Bird and Mr. Rogers. And I'm sad by it. It's all pissing me off. These systems have never needed clickbait to tell the truth. Think about it. Big Bird, Mr. Rogers, Ernie, Sesame Street. That's how millions of us learned empathy, learned how to think critically. And that's exactly what Trump's regime doesn't want. Now, contrast that with CBS. A few years ago, we thought CBS was still grounded in legacy journalism. But now, with the backdoor deals that are happening, under this new current ownership, CBS will start mimicking Fox News, not just in tone, but in political bias. It's no longer a watchdog, it's a lapdog. Control the media. Fire the statisticians. Rewrite the museums. Are you seeing the pattern yet? We talked about pattern recognition in the last episode. It's still here, and I need you to pay attention to it. It's so critical that you do. Let me give you a visual just to help. Trump is decorating his DC offices like it's Mar-a-Lago 2.0. Gold-plated cherubs, ornate gold drapes, opulence like a Vatican fever dream. And I had this moment. I'm sitting there, I'm watching all these gold things be put in place. I'm imagining the next president walking in with a freaking sledgehammer, ripping those goddamn curtains off the walls and saying, we're done pretending this is normal, because it's not. None of this is normal. And while they're trying to turn a golden grift into gospel, Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, is standing at the mic saying he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because, quote, he's ended one conflict a month since taking office. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Are you kidding me? That's not how Nobel nominations work. This isn't class president. You don't get votes based on vibes. You don't get nominated because your press team said so. And Trump, let's be clear. He's not negotiating peace. He's negotiating loyalty. Let's talk about that loyalty test. Because it showed up again when he was asked whether he'd pardon Sean Diddy Combs. You know what he said? He said Diddy once said something negative about him, so now he's not so sure if he deserves a pardon. It's not about guilt or innocence. It's about whether he likes you. That's not justice. That's the mafia. Which brings us to Ghislaine Maxwell. This week, the convicted sex trafficker was quietly moved from maximum security to a minimum security camp in Texas. Right here with me in Texas. Yay. Yay. The same one housing Elizabeth Holmes, where they'd have yoga classes, wellness programs, and there's no explanation as to why she got moved. Don't you think we need that? Don't you think we should get the transcripts from when they met? I know they're going to tell you they can't release it because the victims' names are there. Well, freaking take them out like you did Trump's. You had 1,000 FBI agents removing Trump's name from the list, the transcripts. You can do it again. You can do it again. No transparency, no justice, and you wonder why they won't release the Epstein list. Now, let me tell you about Mason Lee Gibson. He raped a 16-year-old girl in Arkansas, got her pregnant, and because of Arkansas's abortion bans, that young girl was forced to carry pregnancy to term. A judge gave Gibson 12 months probation, so now she has to raise her rapist child with no way to legally remove him from the child's life. This is what happens when you strip women of bodily autonomy. And now, women in red states are signing up for helicopter insurance. And I'm not kidding. It's a real service, $85 a month. If you're pregnant and your life is at risk and your state has banned abortion, you pay monthly, so they'll fly you across state lines if the hospital refuses to help. That's where we are now. Life-saving care now depends on subscriptions. Forget health insurance. You need escape insurance. So here's what I'm asking. If they're rewriting data, history, media, and justice, who's going to be left to tell the truth? Us. We are. That's why Activist Chain exists. We are the links in a human chain, city to city, state to state. We're building the infrastructure now for the crisis we know is coming later. It may feel quiet today, but quiet doesn't mean still. We are forming, we are organizing, we are protecting one another. And when the lights go out, when the media gets defunded, the data gets scrubbed, and the institutions fall in line, we'll still be here, linked, loud, and unafraid. I'm Christi Chanelle, and this is Sassy Politics. Stay ready. Love you, miss you, bye.